Emmerdale villain Piers Harris was pronounced dead earlier this year on the ITV soap. However, a new theory by Express.co.uk suggests this might not have been true and he actually sent his son, Marcus Dean, on a secret mission. Piers, played by Jonathan Rother, was last seen in Emmerdale at the start of 2020 as it was revealed he killed Graham Foster, Andrew Scarborough, following his release from prison for raping Rona Goskirk, Zoe Henry. Earlier this year on the ITV soap, it was explained the villain was dying and he needed to get in contact with his long-lost son Marcus, Darcy Gray, to broker peace between them. However, this could have all been part of a bigger plan, as this could have all been done to give Marcus an inning into the village to get closer to Charles Anderson, Kevin Maturan. The villain could be alive and well, but knowing he could no longer get to Rona, he could have discovered another person he needed to get revenge on in the village. Charles moved to the Dales at the end of 2020, just months after Piers was put behind bars for murder, but he might not have realized where he was relocating to. It could be the vicar and the killer knew each other when they were younger, as they were the best of friends and were inseparable. However, as they grew older and they started dating, it could have been the two characters both fell for the same woman. Able to use his charm better than Piers, Charles could have successfully whisked his love interest off his feet, ending his friendship with the villain. As his life seemed to change forever, having not married the woman of his dreams, Piers could have moved on and had countless failed relationships. Having settled down with Tess Harris, Nicola Stevenson, he could have put his plans to bed, but when she was killed, the anger could have risen in him once more. Instead of trying to find Charles, he could have become obsessed with Rona and sealed his fate as one of the most sinister characters on the show. Keeping tabs on Rona from afar whilst in prison, he could have discovered his former best friend was living in the same village. Knowing he couldn't break out but someone on the outside could complete his mission, he could have enlisted his son Marcus. Although they were apparently estranged, they could have never lost contact and Marcus could have been visiting his father in prison for months. He might have been manipulated to see his father's point of view on things, realizing Piers is more dangerous than he could have ever imagined. When the villain discovered Charles was in Emmerdale, he could have instructed his son to write a letter on his behalf, telling Rona he was dying. With this being his way to the village, Marcus could then start Phase 2 by using Ethan Anderson, Emil John, as the lawyer to sort out his father's estate. From here, a romance developed between the two, but the sole objective for Marcus could have been to get closer to Charles.